Happy second birthday to my penis. Happy second birthday to my penis. Hey folks, it's Finn. It's amazing that 2 years has passed since I had third stage phalloplasty. So in this vlog I'm going to do a little catch up as to where I am. I've been quite quiet on the lower surgery front because if you follow my vlogs, you'll know that surgery went wrong in the beginning of the year, which held me back in the whole process of completing lower surgery, and I had a huge increase in dysphoria and low mood because of this, which thankfully now is over. Not because the surgery's been done, but because luckily things happened that helped me to deal with the dysphoria. So for that reason, I'm really behind with updating my Tumblr vlog, and I haven't really spoken about it on here. But 2-year birthday, it's about time I did a catch up. In terms of healing and everything, of course, more stuff has to be done. So as my penis is now, it's not finished. So even stuff I talk about now may still change. In terms of the aesthetics, how it looks, I'm really pleased. I love the way things have turned out. I think that at the moment, Finn Jr. is quite floppy, and that's mainly, I think, because he hasn't got the erectile device in him yet. I think once the erectile device is in, even when it's not inflated, it'll give him a bit more substance than he currently has. I do think he's lost a bit of girth. I should have measured him before I did this vlog. If he has, it's only minimal, but I think gravity has probably lengthened him a little, and just a bit of the fat's gone, so the glans isn't quite as firm as it once was. But again, that could change when I have the implant in. So don't take that as solid at the moment. Solid? No pun intended. Things may well change, but currently as it is, I'm just interested to see how his girth and kind of fullness changes with the erectile device in, and if even when not inflated, if it gives Finn Jr. a bit more substance. If it doesn't, I might look at discussing with Mr. Christopher what can be done to help give my glands a bit more solidity, because I think basically I've got self-harm scars around here. And so that is the end of my penis, because I had self-harm scars on this arm, should I say. So this is thinner skin. So I think because of that, the gland's end isn't quite as firm as it possibly would be with somebody that didn't have that severe self-harm scarring. But anyway, not too concerned about it right now. We'll see how that is when stage 3 is finally done. The most interesting thing to me right now is sensation, because also, if you've been following my vlogs, you'll see that I'm going through a rather ginormous sexual revolution. Sexual epiphany, sexual awakening. So, Finn Jr. is getting a lot of hands-on time. This was, of course, the thing I was most concerned about in phalloplasty, was the sensation. Now, they hook up 2 nerves, which they harvest from the arm. One goes to the back of your clitoral hood, and goes through the penis to the back of the clitoral hood. The other one goes through the penis and to a muscle in the abdomen. The idea is one gives you tactile sensation, one gives you erotic sensation. At the moment, my sensation is still very displaced. I gather it's where the nerves are rehooking. So there are places where you touch my penis and I feel it in other areas, which is quite odd, but it's still sensation. Now, I'll say it once, clitoris, but I actually call that my base dick. I used to call it my T-dick, but actually I'm now moved to calling it my base dick. So that's been buried, and that's underneath the penis. So I can directly stimulate that. That's lost no feeling whatsoever. In fact, all of my underneath, my newly created half a scrotum, because obviously the other one hasn't been done yet, all that has full sensation, completely normal sensation, 100%. And so if I want to, I can directly stimulate that area underneath. But I find by just playing with my penis, I've gone into more detail on my Tumblr blog than I will currently here, but if you think about it, that's what happens. So I don't need to directly stimulate it. And this is what's interesting to me, because I think when I thought about having sensation, I was thinking that I wouldn't be able to orgasm if I hadn't got full sensation, but actually that's not the case at all. I would like to have more direct feeling in my phallus rather than the displaced feeling, and that may well arrive, but it hasn't stopped my ability to orgasm, and in fact my orgasms are better. So I'm not overly concerned. But on to the most interesting bit is that I kind of updated about this feeling a while back and said the same thing, that it was kind of displaced, that you know, it's quite nice actually, the displacement, because when you touch it, nerves fire off everywhere. So if I do that with my penis, right, it all fires off into like all areas of my pubic area and underneath. It's quite nice, so it's not a problem. But that was me playing with it. I've discovered that somebody else playing with my penis, oh my god, I have so much more sensation. Now this was a real shock to me. It wasn't until my first sexual encounter with the woman I keep talking about that I realised just how much sensation was there. I was really, really surprised, and I think this may have a lot to do with overcoming some of the dysphoria that she helped me to overcome. Now, I have gone into far more detail about this on my Tumblr, so I'll put a link for you to read that there. But I really do think it's a lot about, rather than saying, oh, don't touch me here because I'm dysphoric, you have to touch me like this, by just going, okay, explore me, and being brave and open to that, it kind of brought all areas of my lower half together. So rather than being compartmentalised, I now have one penis. Yes, I've always had one penis, but trying to explain this as best I can, it was like I had safe areas and not so safe areas, whereas with the help of this woman, all areas were open to be touched and to explore. And because of that, I'm no longer worried about having to touch it a certain way to feel male, even though certain parts of me still need work and still need to be finished. I feel like my penis is complete now, and I think that is what's added to the ability to feel more. And I'm gonna share this, right? This is way much TMI, but I had my first blowjob. Oh my god. So yeah, I don't know if I'll ever get that full sensation like it is where you touch your arm, where you just feel it on your arm. I don't know if that'll ever happen. It's been 2 years, but nerves can take a long time to regrow. But even if they don't, I'm quite happy with what I've got, and it works very well. And I'm very, very intrigued to see what happens when I've had the final stage. As I keep saying, for more detail in this, because it's hard to talk about some of this on YouTube, do visit my Tumblr, and I've gone into a lot of detail there about self-pleasuring myself and sex with other people and sensation and my thoughts on dysphoria around my lower half. But at 2 years post-op, despite having a setback and despite not being finished yet, I love my penis so very much. I really do. So happy birthday, Finn Jr. You're a good boy. Thanks for watching, everybody. Do feel free to drop me a comment below if you would like to ask any questions. And also, if you've had phalloplasty and you too have this kind of displaced sensation, do drop me a comment. I'm not talking to other people enough about their sensation. I need to do that actually, because I'd like to see in comparison where I am with other people, and I'm not doing that because I've been quite shut off about lower surgery because of what happened earlier in the year. But I'm open again now. I'm open, so come talk to me. Right. Thanks for watching, everybody. See you soon. Bye-bye.